Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about types of intermittent fasting. So I started this little series a few days ago. If you missed the last couple of videos I did, go back and rewatch them because I give you a ton of information about intermittent fasting between men and women and, benefits of intermittent fasting and what to look for, how long it should take for intermittent fasting to really benefit you. So when we look at intermittent fasting types, there's two main types that I like to talk about for women. Again, when we look at this one day or a full 24-hour, I'll write that on there. So this is the 24-hour one. This one right here. We're looking at doing that for the female body and female physiology. Very different than male physiology. That's the video I did yesterday. Also, in case you don't want to scroll back in Facebook or something, you can always go to my YouTube channel, which is just Dr. Beth Westy. Subscribe to that to stay updated on all these videos that I have. But the different types, there's the 1 day or the daily intermittent fasting. Now, these are things that I will work on with women in the 12-week challenge that I have. I have one spot left. We start on Monday officially. So I'm going to put a link right here for a free call. If you are still looking at the 12-week challenge and you haven't had a call, click that link because I just have one spot left. I only take so many women in this group because I dedicate so much time to each person to making sure you're getting the support and systems you need to be successful. So the 1 day 24-hour fast versus a daily fast, which would be a schedule like a 16-8, a 16-hour fast and an 8-hour feed window. Now, the difference between these is that they do different things in the body. They can have different results and they can be for different benefits. Both of them are going to boost your metabolism. Both of them are going to help with gut health. Both of them are going to help with immune health, that type of a thing. It just depends on how fast and furious your body goes through. Sometimes if people are depleted a little bit more, if your system's too depleted to do a 1 day successfully, then I will often start with a daily pattern to get your body used to a longer fasted period so that you can get into a 1 day fast. That is oftentimes the goal. When you have this longer time, it regulates your hormones, your leptin, your ghrelin, all of that hunger satisfaction gets leveled out, and that can start with doing this type of a pattern. Now, if you're doing like a 12-12 pattern, you're like, oh, I'm fasting, it's a 12-12. That's like normal eating, right? Like normal eating is from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's normal. That's not necessarily like fasting, a fasting window. So I just want to, there's some people who are like, yeah, I'm doing fasting, the 12-12 fasting. And I'm like, sure. But no, that's just normal, right? To do a fasted time, you have to have more of a fasted. I'll write that on there. This is the fast, and this is the feed. Now, in my program, I'll recommend if you are working out outside that feed window, how to nutritionally support your body properly outside that window without getting yourself out of that fasted time. That's different because you never want to do a workout totally fasted. That is going to deplete your system a lot. That's really hard on your body. But doing that fasted time allows you to get into glycogen stores, get that out of your system, and just get through that end of it and allow that rest and repair to happen in your gut. It's not necessarily for a lot of fat burning. It doesn't do any deeper detoxing, any of that cellular upheaval. That happens in a full 24-hour fast. That is very, very different. So when you're looking at types of fasting, they have different goals. When you're going through the 24-hour one, you will go through and get into deeper fat burning stores after the first 8 hours of the day of doing that. It's really, really powerful. A lot of physiological things change in the body then. But for some women, especially if you have hormonal issues, if you have other things that you're kind of struggling with, stress, it can be harder for your body to actually get past that point. In that case, we strengthen your system first with doing this type of system, doing the daily for a little bit before we can start trickling into this. Now, can you do both of them? Can you do this and then jump into this? You could, but I don't understand why you would because they are different tactics for your body. For this to work, you have to do this tactic and then get out of it. And then go back to it and go on and off. There's a pattern that your body has to go through, and that's what helps it be successful. If you eat the same all the time, never changing, you're really down-regulating your system, how your body processes food, your metabolism, everything. So by shifting the patterns, even the timing of how you eat and the nutrients and everything has a big impact on your body. So this should be alternated with other things, and then at a separate time, going through and doing this type of a pattern. Very different way of looking at body and system. Now again, my warning on this is that if you have tried any type of this patterning and it sort of backfires on you and you don't feel good, your body might be nutritionally depleted and it's not ready. So again, click the link in the comments. We can chat about what the best option would be for you to start with. But this is also going to help you regulate your hormones in a powerful way, and get into some deeper fat burning stores, but your liver has to be ready to process through all that crap that gets unearthed. Ugh, right? Ooh, yeah. Yes. Both very powerful things, both things to switch on and off of. In terms of, because I know sometimes I get questions like this, how often do I do this? When should I do this? When should I not? That can depend on you and what your goals are, how near you are to your goals, how long you've been doing this. If you just start doing this, you might have to be in a pattern of doing it more often than not before you can go on more of a maintenance schedule. There are times, so in my 12-week challenge, there was a gal, this was last year, last summer. She was in the challenge group and she was like, listen, I'm going on vacation. I'm going to Italy and I'm not gonna, go nuts. She goes, but I'm gonna eat the stuff in Italy. It's Italy. I'm going for 2 weeks. I wanna, enjoy myself. I was like, yeah, sure. So we implemented some nutritional things for her to stick with in terms of getting enough protein and hydrating and all that good stuff. Talked about wine and things like that because Italy. But I had her focus on doing a fasting pattern. When she was there, she lost 3 pounds while she was eating her way through Italy on vacation. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Because her body was primed for it, ready for it. We worked up to that and she was still able to not only, continue and not backtrack on her progress, but she made progress while she was on vacation. Yeah. So that's what I got for you guys today. Let me know if you have more questions on intermittent fasting. I talked before about intermittent fasting and different types because I know this is a big thing coming into the new year. This is a big benefit. These are 4 different reasons. They do different things. But I want to make sure you understand the goal of each one of them before you pick one or just think, oh, I have to do this one or not, right? And if you're struggling with one of these, let me know if you need more resources because you shouldn't be able to struggle with them so hard that you can't continue to do it. These should be something that you can implement and work into and adopt as a lifestyle to help you reach and maintain your goals. And it should be easy enough to do. So otherwise, if it's not, there's usually something off with your system that we need to work with to get it there. Yeah. All right. So that's what I got for you today. Let me know your questions. And again, if you found this helpful, sharing it with people that you know so that they could get this information too would be wonderful. Other resources I have for you are my podcast, The Female Health Solution. That's on all places, podcasts that you can subscribe to. And then my book, The Female Fat Solution, is on Amazon, as well as The Female Menopause Solution on Amazon, talking all about this. Pamela. Hi, Pamela, 59 years old, once a week for some weight loss and cleansing. I'm assuming you're doing like the once a week, like the 1 day a week for 59 years old. Yep, as long as you're getting enough protein and enough minerals, that's a really big thing too. Yes, that can be a good pattern. Sometimes I like to shift it up a little bit throughout the month just to keep that metabolism going. But yes, okay, yes, good. All right. You guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.